Hey guys, before the video starts, I'm recording this in my bedroom, so sorry if you hear sounds. Like my dogs, for example. But I wanted to, tackle the drama, I don't know if I can call it that, but the situation with, Musical Boy 93. Look, let's start from the beginning here. Me and Musical 93 haven't always gotten along. You know, we are both two very creative and passionate people with different ideas on how things should work. Which is fine, right? Not everyone has to get along, and I feel like when people be like, oh, if you disagree, you hate me, but that's not the truth at all. Not saying that Musical believes that, I'm just saying that a lot of people seem to think that. But I don't hate Musical in the least, actually. I actually respect him quite heavily. Because, well, look what he's accomplished, right? And also knowing him as a person, he doesn't really mean anyone harm. Because even when he has to talk to people he doesn't agree with or like, he still treats them with respect and kindness. So, Musical really is not a bad person in the least. He's very respectful. I've known him to be very kind. And even when me and him butted heads with a very serious thing, may I add, he still treated me with respect and still wished to collab on things, which, you know, the collab never happened. It fell through, but that wasn't his fault. That was just more of me and him. Our time schedules didn't mix very well. Plus, he lives in a different time zone, so, you know, made it a little hard. So just starting from that point, right? Just wanted to clarify this, that me and Musical haven't always gotten along, but the guy, as far as I know him, he's a very kind, respectable, honest person. And he's very forgiving, and he's very much a good person at his core. And, you know, he's been involved in quite a bit of drama this past year. Most of it was not really his fault, except for one. But that was kind of only like half his fault. And I'm talking about the thing me and him butted heads over, which I'm not going to talk about because it's incredibly personal. But that's like the only drama that's like, I'd say that's half his fault. Everything else, though, not really his fault at all. I mean, the thing that happened in the server, not really his fault. And the tribal video wasn't really his fault. And all the other dramas, really, he was just kind of drawn in. It wasn't really his prerogative. But, you know, in talking about him, he's had to deal with an incredible amount of backlash this coming year. And, you know, it's weighed heavily on him. I've talked to him. I mean, I'm not super active with him, but when I talk to him, I like to give him comforting words when I can. Because, you know, I respect the guy heavily, and I want him to do well. And I want him to be happy. Because, well, he's given me a lot. He's one of my main inspirations. You know, not for starting, but you know how that is. So, sorry about that, guys. My dog needed to drink some water, so I just cut out the mic for a minute so she could do that. But yeah, what I was talking about before, Musical is, you know, he's a very good guy, and he's been embroidered into a lot of different dramas that really, you know, wasn't his fault. Including the recent one with Hollow, Akashi. That one, again, was not his fault. He's trying to take responsibility for it, which I respect, but that's not really any of his fault. The recent one, though, the very, very recent one, the one you probably clicked on this video about, was him leaving VA because of the tribal video, which I never got a chance to see, by the way, before it was taken down, so I can't say what was actually the contents of the video, but knowing him as a human and as a person, and as a very caring and passionate and respectful person, I just can't imagine what actually bad would be in the video, and if there was something bad, I don't think he intended it at all. Knowing him as a human and knowing him as a person, that's just not his style. He's very respectful and very honest, and, you know, he cares about people heavily. And when he sees people getting hurt, it really bothers him. Because, well, he cares about people. And so I think, whatever was actually in the video, because again, didn't get to see it before it was taken down. I don't think it was that bad. Granted, I will specify right now, I am a white male in my home. So maybe I don't have room to talk about indigenous people, right? Maybe I'm not meant to talk about it. Which, I mean, if you want to have a discussion, cool. But if you really don't believe I should talk about it, then sorry, because that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I think the backlash she got was completely unwarranted and ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was complete and utter malarkey. Because one video was enough for you to threaten him? Threaten his life? Like, what? Look, I'm no stranger to getting death threats, right? I have people telling me to KMS all the time. But, like, I just ignore them because whatever. And 90% of the time they're unwarranted. But, like, Musical is definitely unwarranted. I mean, literally every video he puts out is, like, super nice and wonderful. And honestly, I always dreamed of collaborating with him. Sadly, it didn't happen before he quit. But, he definitely did not deserve that. He didn't deserve to have threats thrown his way or people to claim he was sex trafficking or anything. He didn't deserve any of the criticism that was thrown at him. And he didn't deserve anything of that, right? He didn't deserve to be treated like that. I think that was wrong. And I don't know, no matter what race, color, sexuality you are, what's wrong is wrong, right? Sending death threats is wrong. The comments that apparently were down there were wrong. Because regardless, you can't say that to people. You just can't. There's a way you treat people, and it has to be with respect. If you don't like something someone does, you know what you can do? You can say, hey, I don't like that. I think that's disrespectful. That's how you say it. You don't say, I'm going to throw hands. Like, that's not how you get your point across. And now, it's just ridiculous. Quite frankly. No one deserves to be treated that way. No one deserves to have their name run through the mud like that. And even though me and Musical haven't always gotten along, I respect him heavily. And I love what he does. And I love the content. And I love the ideas he gives off. So I'm going to have to stand in Camp Musical here. I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry, actually. I'm not sorry at all. Because I respect the guy heavily. And honestly, I'm very lucky I know him, to be honest. I'm going to say this right now. I am extremely lucky I got to talk to him and know him. Because he is an awesome guy. And this is, really sad. It's really sad that, we're going to have to say goodbye to him. And finally moving on past that, I guess this final message is for Musical. If he ever watches this video, probably won't. But maybe if he does. This final part of the video was just for you, buddy. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this past year. Knowing you has been one of the greatest pleasures of my life. Knowing you has made so I've been able to laugh at so many things. You've given me so many great ideas. Watching your ASMRs and popping into your live streams was honestly amazing. It's honestly really sad that you're leaving, but I'm so happy I got to know you. Because you shaped me as a content creator and made me really think how I evaluate people and how I talk to people. You changed me as much, it's really amazing that you were here, and while you were here, you made me happy, so incredibly happy. I don't think there's going to be another person like you on this platform. I truly believe you are one of a kind. What you brought to the table was amazing and, quite frankly, out of this world. There will never be another musical because, well, you're the only one I could think of that has your style, how you do your ASMRs. Everything was immaculate and amazing. And being able to be compared to you, being put side by side with you, with other people saying we're similar, it made my heart soar. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, Musical, for everything you've done, all the work you've put in, everything you've accomplished. Nearly 25,000 subscribers, passionate fans, and most importantly of all, an amazing human behind the channel who really shaped my life and changed my opinions and really challenged them. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done and all the work you've put in. You truly are an amazing human. I think that's really all I had to say, but thank you, Musical, and goodbye.